so sick of all this rain.
Too much rain. It sucks.
Can't rain all the time.
Oh, look, it stopped.
Yay.
Hey everyone, welcome to Straight Jacket Talk, where it's two guys, a girl, and a horror show. My name is Kevin, and I'm joined by a guy who used to be a part of T-Bird's crew. It's Nathan.
Yep, I swallowed a bullet, and I ended up in the hospital. My intestines started hemorrhaging. It was a bad time. That's why I quit.
Whoa, that's a good reason to quit.
Yeah.
Dang. So your intestines were pretty fire it up.
Fired up.
Woo. I'm also joined by a girl who would come back from the dead for Eric Draven. It's Gill.
100%. I'd do anything for him.
Samesies. We watched The Crow from 1994. It was directed by Alex Proyas. Screenplay by David J. Show and John Shirley. Based on the graphic novel The Crow by James O'Barr. This had a budget of $23 million. Now, I know we already covered this on the Mouths of Madness podcast.
I do not remember.
All right, I was going to say, do you know how much it made at the box office?
I think this has a reputation for being one of those films that became successful once it hit home video. I don't think it did well in the theater. I'm going to go 16 million.
All right, 16 million.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you think it lost money.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I will do 85 million.
Gill is the closest. The Crow made $94 million at the box office.
Ooh.
I was 100% wrong about that thing where like it didn't find its success in the theater.
So this did find success in the theater, but I think you're right too, Nathan. I think like once it hit video, it really also had a pretty big following after that as well.
Yeah, like a cult following.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard this be like compared a little bit to The Craft in many ways, you know, like this and The Craft kind of had that same vibe where it like has such like a following. It did do very well at the box office. Maybe that's a reason why they tried all the sequels there for a little bit.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. I haven't seen any of them, and I tend to keep it that way.
Same.
So,
You know what? I remember not minding City of Angels, but it's a lot of the same sort of movies. So.
right. And without Brandon Lee, so, you know.
No one wants that.
Yeah, the actress who played Sarah came back. Or wait a minute, no, she didn't. You know what? It was just the character of Sarah came back, so there wasn't even any carryover from the first one at all. So
There really doesn't need to be a sequel, though. It's one story. I also think it's kind of like rude for them to make so many sequels and stuff, because this is like directly based off of the graphic novel, which, you know, is like based on someone's real life. So I don't know. I feel like making sequels of it kind of cheapens it a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. And some of the like the direct to video sequels, they really changed stories. I think I only saw one other one where like the guy was wrongly executed and came back. It had Kirsten Dunst in it.
Really?
It was way different. So I don't know. Like, I think at that point they're just using the property, you know, the name of The Crow.
Right.
The Letterboxd rating is at a 3.8 out of 5 and currently sits at an 88% on the thermometer. Certified fresh. But what did we think of The Crow? Before we go any further, if you could please hit the like and subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell, because when we have a new video, you'll be the first to know. Isn't that right, Nathan?
Yes, it's a privilege.
I was thinking about this today. It's really cool that we're all covering The Crow. Nathan and I watched this movie maybe 100 times in high school. I mean, over and over again.
We watched this movie a lot in your basement. Yeah.
Yeah. So it it was a big movie for us. We quoted it all the time. It was like we didn't even have to watch it anymore. We could just quote it back and forth all the time.
He's probably still banging away at Darla.
Probably still banging away on Darla.
I love too that we didn't just hammer all the like classic lines. You know, we were getting like the other ones in there.
The deep
too,
cuts.
so.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like banging away at Darla.
Yeah, it's probably banging away at Darla.
It's a deep cut.
Jill and I, when we first started talking, we talked about The Crow. The remake was just coming out, and we were both kind of like, I can't believe this is happening.
Were we both reading the novel, the graphic novel, at the same time, actually, when we met?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were the one that really told me about it.
Oh.
What I remember, because you were like, yeah, I just picked up the graphic novel, and I was like, whoa, I didn't even realize this was based on a novel. So super glad you pointed me in that direction, because when I read it, it was like, whoa, this is really, really cool. And like you could see everything it's kind of based on, and the differences and everything. So that was awesome. I think like this is a movie that we've all kind of had in our zeitgeist together. So
it brought us all together. Like Straight Jacket Talk probably wouldn't exist, at least in the way it is now, if we didn't all bond over The Crow. So this is like a very special episode, very dear to our hearts.
For sure. For sure. This is going to be a tough one for me to like go over without like fanboying over the whole time.
That's okay.
This is a very special movie to me. It's one of my favorites of all time. After all this time watching it, it still is one of those movies that just transforms me back into that time when I first watched it. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like every time I watch it, it's like the first time. It has that magical feeling. I think what's cool about this is it's like horror, but not horror. It's a revenge story. It's a love story. It's gothic.
It's a little bit of a superhero movie as well, in a way.
Yeah. It's so cool how I think it blends so many different styles together, and it comes together, and I think a beautiful, beautiful movie. Nathan, what's your thoughts on The Crow all these years later?
First off, I want to say it's a shame that Bear Claw couldn't join us to
He's here on your shirt.
Review his favorite movie. He's here in spirit on my shirt.
I love The Crow.
Anyway.
It's messed up.
I put too much effort into that.
Bear Claw's getting the lawsuits started.
I know, right? Defamation. I love this movie. I don't think I love it as much as I loved it back in high school. I didn't watch it for sort of a long time. The Mouths of Madness covered it, and now we're covering it. And I still really love this movie. I love how it is a unapologetic revenge power fantasy. I love how it's unapologetically aimed at goth teenagers. All of the real cheesy lines are just fun and great.
I say don't move, Snow White. You move, you're dead.
And I say I'm dead. And I move.
Definitely meant to make your average goth teenager think it's extremely deep and, brooding. But all of that's awesome. When I watch it, I go with it. Like, yes, that is deep. It's not really that deep, but yes, it is deep. And it's just, I don't know. It's fun. It doesn't pretend to be something it's not. It's a fun, gothic, superhero revenge story. I just love that.
It's kind of cool what you said, because it's like you have to really dive into the fantasy for this movie to really like take hold. Like, because if you're just kind of examining it at a surface level, it's not going to have the same effect.
Yeah, no, there's a lot about it that's really, it's very comic book. It's very campy comic book, cheesy type stuff. That's what makes it great, and it doesn't apologize for what it is. It just is,
Yeah, for sure. Jill, what's your thoughts on The Crow?
First of all, I just wanted to kind of go back to like my first memory of The Crow. So to me, The Crow is one of those formative movies from my adolescence. I remember illegally downloading it on the family computer to watch it.
Oh. Did you get a virus as well? Or?
Probably got a bunch. But it was worth it. Kazaa, LimeWire. Yeah, and it was when I was in my goth phase in high school. Just really resonated with me. And it kind of moved something in me too, and for several reasons. First of all, I'm going to bring up the soundtrack.
So good.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
To me, when I was watching this, I was already listening to The Cure and listening to Nine Inch Nails. Seeing this movie and hearing the music I already listened to, and then like some other bangers as well. I don't know. It just really clicked with me, but so good. What did you guys think?
I love the soundtrack of this movie, especially. I mean, you got Nine Inch Nails covering Joy Division, which is like, that's like goth heaven right there.
Wet dream.
Right.
Yeah. And I wasn't a goth kid, but I did love that music, and I especially loved that cover of Dead Souls. And that's sort of how I got introduced to Joy Division, which is a band I really love. It's the same sort of deal. I was listening to a lot of that music already. That a lot of it is like early 90s grunge and like goth rock. I didn't get into The Cure until a little bit later in life, though. I don't think I listened to them in high school at all, to be honest with you. But,
That's actually shocking.
yeah, I know. That's that kind of is a band you discover in high school. And
It's funny because when we covered Fear Street, right, and we were 1994, and we were talking about like the needle drops after needle drops, and kind of how it wasn't like, these are all awesome songs, but it's not fitting what's on screen and not fitting what's in the movie. I think this movie, if you talk about like a perfect soundtrack for what's on the screen, this is that movie. Like it hits all those beats. It's a time capsule too, because those are the songs of that era too. So you can't watch this movie and not have the soundtrack over it. You need it.
Yeah.
It really goes hand in hand, and it works so well with what's on the screen. I mean, even a song like Big Empty by STP there, just in that subtle little scene, I mean, that was going to become a big hit. And it was even before that became a hit. So
that was diegetic, though. That wasn't really a needle drop when you think about it.
Yeah,
actually, a lot of the popular music was diegetic. It was just like played in the background in the club and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that it's important. It's like a dying breed, because movies nowadays just don't have that touch, to me anyways. I don't mean to sound like the old man on my soapbox, but
a lot don't.
You mentioned Fear Street. It has literally like 3 times as many needle drops as this movie, and this movie is famous for its needle drops.
Exactly. And like Kevin was saying, they go with what's happening on screen. It fits the tone. Fear Street, they're playing Nine Inch Nails Closer, and it wasn't even like that type. It wasn't even like a sexy scene, you know? So like, what are you doing?
It was over like an establishing shot of the mall.
Yep. What are you doing? Kind of tying into what you said, I love the style of the movie. It's like dark and gritty. It reminds me of Gotham in a way. And it's like brooding and poetic and even romantic. Like you said, it's a love story. Eric Draven's face makeup is iconic, and everything he does goes back to Shelley, including the mask. I liked the aesthetic of the whole movie. Like the color palette they use is like dark, and everything has this like kind of gothic sheen to it. And like the costumes and makeup, everything is just, it's a gothic masterpiece.
I wanted to touch on what you're saying, Jill, really quick, because when I watched this, right, the cinematography doesn't seem like they actually use like a filter on the camera. Like the way it's shot, I mean, it looks so dark everywhere except where the characters are on the screen. It's really amazing if you think about it. Like it's that dark gothic tone, but it's not a fake gothic tone, if that makes sense.
I mean, it's extremely stylized. They're definitely lighting the characters a lot more heavily than they're lighting the background of everything.
Because it kind of reminds me of Sin City in many ways.
Yes.
Although Sin City was 100% CGI.
I didn't like Sin City at all.
You didn't like Sin City? Okay.
Wow. No. Yeah, I'm trash.
Sin
I don't
City
know.
A lot.
Maybe I need to rewatch it. It was like 2007. I was a child, basically, teenager.
Right. Well, I was like 19 or 20 when I saw it the first time, and I loved it.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool that you brought that up because I think the biggest thing that's hard to recreate from this movie is like the gothic kind of atmosphere and things like that. Some of it almost feels like Burton-esque at times. Like it has those qualities too.
Like Batman.
Yeah, like you said, like Batman. Yeah.
It's like gritty, right? Like, I don't know, it reminds me of New York, but I know it's not New York. It's like Detroit or something.
It's Detroit.
Is it Detroit?
Yeah.
That makes sense too, because Detroit's pretty gritty. It wasn't as bad back then as it kind of is now, but
damn, all of our listeners from Detroit are gonna be like, what did he say?
I'm sorry our country failed you. Anyway.
I don't know about you, and I'm not picking on Detroit, but in this movie, I would not want to live in this city.
No.
Sucks.
Everything's always on fire.
Devil's Night here is like, holy shit. What are we doing?
So I looked this up actually because I've heard like of Devil's Night before, but I was wondering like if it was called other things or whatever. So I Googled it and yeah, it's called other things in other places, but in Detroit, it's a really big thing there. So it's interesting that that's like a part of the movie. Yeah.
So they actually like have criminal things that happen, like fires and things like that.
I don't know to what extent it is, but it's like I don't want to say popular, but it's a known thing there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Most places, Devil's Night is just teenagers throwing toilet paper and eggs at houses. So
this was like organized crime units actually setting buildings on fire.
What about Devil's Night? I started the first fires in this goddamn city.
Killing and raping people.
Oh yeah, killing and raping people. You know what? I gotta say, right? There's a reason why we're recording this around Halloween. This movie is set around Halloween. Like I don't think it gets enough recognition for that, right?
As a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Who the fuck gets married on Halloween anyway?
Nobody.
That's actually a sick date. I thought that when I was watching it this time, I was like, I feel like all the goths want to get married on Halloween. So it's probably like they're like fighting for venues. Just like a graveyard.
Too many weddings in Salem on Halloween.
Yep. There you go.
Dang. I was thinking about that too. I was like, well, are they goth? Like Eric Draven and Shelley Webster?
They're alternative, you know?
Yeah. I think Eric Draven's like in a Nirvana cover band, basically.
So it's basically you guys in high school.
I guess so.
Hangman's Joke. We should have covered some Hangman's Joke. That would have went over well.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the part of the soundtrack that I wasn't particularly fond of, to be honest with you. Not that it's bad, it's just kind of generic.
It was its purpose, though. You know what I really love about this movie, and I think about it all the time, is we're thrown right into this situation, opening shot, right? Like there's really no exposition. It's just, this is a crime scene, right? Eric Draven's dead. He's been thrown out a window. We have Shelley Webster, who's hanging on to life here. I mean, this is kind of a brutal way to start the movie, is it not?
For sure.
It's very dark.
Yeah, it sets the tone right away. And I love how that sort of allows you to get into the action right away. I think Eric Draven is resurrected within the first like 10, 15 minutes or something like that, right? All the context you need to care about these characters and care about this crime is given to you in flashbacks. And I think that's a really clever way to get you straight into the story. Which I heard is a problem with the remake, actually. I haven't seen it, but I hear the first hour is like they're still alive.
Interesting. I think in the book, it also it's a car accident or something, but it's like different. It's the same, sorry. It's different than from the reboot, but it's kind of the same as the movie. Like it all just starts off, and then I feel like the flashbacks are very effective and also paced well. Like you get enough each time to care, but they still hit every time you get another one.
Jill, I was going to ask you, like, if you remembered in the book, because I remembered when I read it, there were maybe longer or like more flashbacks to Shelley and Eric's relationship, right?
Yeah, there's like other things they were doing, like Christmas, I think was one.
Yeah.
Oh, the cat's in the movie, because I remember the cat.
I agree with you both. I think for the movie versus the book, obviously in the book you have to stretch certain things out, but in the movie, it worked really well with the flashbacks and how they were paced. I had read, though, they originally had longer flashbacks and more of them, but what ended up happening was because of Brandon Lee's death, they didn't get a chance to kind of film those out.
Right.
So kind of what you had was spliced in, and actually I think it does benefit the movie in hindsight. One of the other big differences is in the book, and they actually filmed it, they were going to have the Skull Cowboy character. Basically, his job was to guide Eric and kind of give him some context as to what's going on and, you know, how to help him. This is another thing I'm actually glad they took out of the movie, because I think what would have done this movie a disservice is exposition on exposition. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
The audience isn't stupid. Like, we can figure out what's going on with the character of Eric Draven. And I think that's awesome how we see throughout what's going on. The Crow is guiding him, right? And helping him.
It works
And
better that way.
Yeah, right. I thought so. I don't know. What did you guys think of the Crow leading him and kind of helping him to, I guess, enact his revenge, right?
I felt like it helped contribute to the atmosphere of the movie. I felt like focusing in on it was interesting, kept things dark, I suppose, and also he had a little friend.
It reminds me of the one-eyed Raven in Game of Thrones. He's like looking out for him and stuff.
Oh yeah,
It's like his spiritual guide, right? Because
Yeah.
just those scenes of him, like you said, reincarnating or whatever, coming to life. And then I like the imagery of him like seeing what the Crow sees, sort of deal.
Yeah. And there's also like close-ups on the Crow's eyeball and onto Eric Draven's eyeball, and those shots, it's very stylish, and I enjoy that sort of thing.
They actually used the Crow in this movie, right? Because the Crow is his link between worlds. And
Right.
I kind of like how they figure that out, like the bad guys figure out that he's the link.
Crow is his link between the land of the living and the realm of the dead.
So kill the crow and destroy the man.
What did you think, Jill, of that aspect?
I like that. It adds like a little bit of folklore to it all about, life and death and how souls get carried over to different realms and stuff. I thought that was really interesting. And it's called The Crow, so it's nice to see, more of the Crow having influence and actually making a difference in the movie. And I also think when he made that fire and it was like in the shape of the crow, I thought that was really cool as well.
Every time he left his calling card, it was so
Yes.
badass. This movie's just so badass. We haven't talked about how it's just so badass yet.
Badass.
Let's get to the
It's, like, really
badass. Yeah, let's get to the badass, because this is kind of like Mandy, right? This is a revenge movie. Like
Oh yeah.
he relived his girlfriend or his fiance getting raped and murdered, right? Through other people, like Officer Albright. He saw what happened to her. Yeah, I mean, same kind of concept as Mandy. This is full revenge. And when he goes full revenge, I mean, this is, like you said, Nathan, a badass kind of superhero movie. Like, he's going after these bad guys.
When he murders Tintin and just stabs him with like 6 or 7 knives,
Victims. Aren't we all?
catching a knife in his hand like this. And I mean, it's pure, superhero power fantasy stuff, and it's so fun and so well done, and it's just great. It's badass. It's after Tintin had his little speech like, let me tell you about murder.
Let me tell you about this. It's fun. It's easy.
It's easy. It's fun. And it's like, oh, I hate you so much. And then, he gets stabbed like 8 or 9 times by a bunch of different knives. It's great.
By his own knives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got what he got.
Yeah. And then Eric Draven stole his jacket. And, that's awesome.
He needed the jacket to complete the
jacket.
ensemble.
Yeah.
Ensemble?
Ensemble, yeah.
It make the look really iconic, right? With the face paint and the long black trench coat and stuff.
Indeed.
He introduces himself to Tintin where he just falls off the building and he's laughing there. I love that scene.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's great.
what are you all dressed up for?
Halloween ain't till mañana.
Till mañana.
Jill, what's your thoughts? Because Tintin, he needed to go, and we get kind of what we're going to get in this movie, right away.
I love that. It's a particularly violent movie, and it works because the acts committed against Eric and Shelley were so violent and bloody. So it makes sense that the revenge is also violent and bloody. I'm sorry to keep talking about the book. I'll say one more thing about the book. James O'Barr wrote this to kind of grieve losing his wife to a car accident with a drunk driver. And so he wrote this as some sort of catharsis. You can really feel the pain, like the whole movie, like you really feel the pain, the isolation, the loneliness, like the desolation from the way that it's filmed, like the rain, the colors. Brandon Lee in general as a performer nails it, but just the subject matter as well. Like you can tell he poured everything into this and it's authentic. And then the tragedy just like worsens, you know, with Brandon Lee's demise, I'll say. And that was like also really violent. What I was going to go with this is that James O'Barr, in like I think is it the afterword or the foreword of the book, like there's like a new edition of it where he says he regrets making this movie because of what happened to Brandon Lee. He feels so guilty for it. So it's really sad that this like cycle kind of continues for James O'Barr. Like he makes this movie to grieve, and then something else really tragic happens and, you know, kind of like cancels it out for him.
That is sad. Yeah.
I think that's a big part of like this movie. It feels more than a movie because of everything that happened in this movie. And like James O'Barr and stuff writing this movie on his personal loss and kind of everything he dealt with in his grief. It's tough. I know when I was reading about it, he did not want Brandon Lee to play Eric Draven. He was against it because Brandon Lee had been in kind of kung fu movies, action movies. So he wanted that deeper connection to the character. And then when he saw Brandon on the set dressed up, he was like, this is the guy. I think Brandon knew too that this was his role. Like he became Eric Draven. I think to your point, this movie, a big part of this, what makes this movie iconic is its life imitating art, imitating life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well said.
I will say something that bothers me, though, about the making of it. Was anybody held accountable for that accident?
No.
That bothers me. Like, you look at what happened on the set of Rust. People were held accountable. Somebody somewhere along the way fucked up. Safety is important to me on a movie set. I like to know that the people, when I'm watching a movie, that the people that I'm watching, it's fiction and they're all alive and well. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. And in this movie, I can't really do that, and it actually bothers me. Especially knowing that we never figured out who fucked it up. You know? Yeah. So
you're 100% right. This is considered one of the most cursed movies of all time for the horrible things that happen on set. Not only Brandon Lee's death, there was an electrician who got set on fire and lost both his ears.
Oh my God.
There was a hurricane that hit the set. I mean, there's a ton of things that ended up happening on this movie. This movie's a good example. Like if you cut corners to try to make your time frame or your budget or whatever, these are the real life things that happen, and people pay prices for that. Obviously, like you said, nobody really was held accountable at the end of the day. Poor Michael Massey, who plays Fun Boy, who shot the gun.
Yeah.
He was fucked up for life after this movie, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
It really affected him. And how would it not, you know?
How could he know?
Obviously, he didn't know, but he's going to feel that guilt anyway, because that's not an easy thing psychologically to get past by any means, even though it's, not his fault.
Right.
What was it? There was like a shrapnel stuck in the barrel, right? When it was firing.
So what ended up happening, they said, is the day before they were doing some close-up shots of the gun. And with that, they used, I forget the term, they're real bullets, but they have no
powder.
I'm not sure what it is, to be honest with you. There's
None
a whole
of us know a lot about guns on this podcast. I don't think.
There's a whole video on YouTube that explains what happened, but basically a real bullet got lodged in the barrel, right?
Right.
And the next day, when this scene was supposed to be filmed, where Eric Draven walks into the apartment and Shelley's getting assaulted, he was supposed to be shot as soon as he walks in. For this scene, they used the same gun. They took out all those other bullets, but nobody checked the barrel. And like you said, Nathan, this is where somebody needs to be on set as like a weapons person strictly for that.
Well, we learned from the Rust case, basically. Like, the armorer needs to be held accountable for this, you know?
Right, and they didn't have that. They had a prop assistant.
Boy.
Nobody checked the barrel. They loaded it with the blanks, but what ended up happening is the force of the blank took the real bullet and it shot out. And so...
Well, I mean, because a blank is just a bullet without the part that shoots out the front of the barrel. It has the same amount of force as a real bullet.
Yes.
It's just nothing that it's forcing out.
So it sucks. It's horrible. It's really, really horrible. They were not going to actually release this movie, and Brandon Lee's fiance and his mother both went to Alex Proyas and they said, hey, you gotta make this movie, because this was Brandon's like movie. He wanted this movie to happen. I know James O'Barr, actually, all the money he made from this movie, he actually donated to charity, because
he didn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I get that. I don't want to place blame or denigrate any particular person. I don't know who's at fault. I don't want to say James O'Barr or Alex Proyas is the problem. I don't know. I wasn't on set. I'm just saying, somebody should have been held accountable, even if it was the whole system. Somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
Well, for sure. And and you were talking about Rust, and not to keep on this, but Rust, like, that shouldn't have happened either.
No.
And that was almost 30 years after the Crow incident. So like, we're not learning anything. What I would hope is they would 100% learn from the Crow incident, and like that would never happen again. But here we are. What I do want to talk about, because we talked about like, revenge and vengeance, and this is a dark movie. One of the things I love, though, is Eric Draven. He kind of has a fun side to him.
A whole jolly club. Jolly pirate nickname.
Does he not? Like, there's a little clown type of, I don't know.
And he was always playful during, like, when he was alive too, and you see that in the flashbacks.
Restaurant.
That part of him is still there, and I like that it brings some like levity to the movie.
The cops are all pointing their guns at him, and they're like, "Don't fucking move!" And he does a little dance off the screen.
A little jig.
He does a little jig.
Cute.
I didn't notice that until this watch. I've seen this movie so many times. I didn't realize that he does a little jig. He doesn't just run away. He does a little jig.
I mean, there's so many of those scenes, though, in this where, like, we don't see it too much with the Tintin kill, but when he goes to Gideon's shop, he's like fucking around with him. And, some of these were just classic scenes. I love when he like gets shot and Gideon thinks he's like killed him, and he just like the hole just fucking closes up, and you can see
drooling a little
drooling.
bit.
Yeah. I love that little detail. And he's just like, "Fuck me, fuck."
At one point, he's like, "Jesus Christ, in a taxi cab." That cracks me up.
I love him. He reminds me of Danny DeVito.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
he is very Danny DeVito.
A little bit like Frank.
Like he says, he's going to keep him alive so he can tell him death is coming for him. But I love when he goes to like the bar and he's just a mess. He's like, "No one's asking me how, what's going to happen." Holy shit, man.
Yeah. He's just flipping his shit when asking for whiskey. That's not enough. Pour more and pour it yourself, you fucking asshole.
In the book, right, T-Bird was supposed to be the big bad. Like, he was the high villain. But this movie gives us Top Dollar.
And his sister, yeah.
One of the most important things I learned from my sister. Sister? She's supposed to be your sister?
And his sister. What did you think of that part?
What the hell?
Did you like them?
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. What, you don't see the resemblance?
Matter, you don't see the resemblance.
Not really.
Not really. Top Dollar and Micah, I think her name is, they are amazing villains. Like, they are just so dark. It just evil for the sake of being evil. You know, they're having fun being evil. And it's all done for profit, but you kind of think they might do it for free if there was no profit to be made. They're charismatic. You love to hate them. Top Dollar has great lines all over the place. Hey, let me do an impression for you.
Call, bang, fuck, I'm dead.
Fuck, I'm dead.
That's a summary of the movie. Actually,
it's just him. That's lines like that throughout the whole thing. They're just a joy to watch. I think they're amazing villains.
Like, she's like super gorgeous, but like deadly. She's like that perfect
Scary.
combination.
you like that? That's your favorite. Actually.
Yeah. No,
I
understand though. She is hot as hell and also terrifying. Like, I do not want her to take my eyeball.
I love her eyes. Pretty.
But like, I might
so
risk
gross.
it. You know?
Is that real? Eyeball.
No.
What's with her in the eyeballs?
She has a line about it in there somewhere. The
Something
window
about
to the
seeing.
soul or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jill, what'd you think of Top Dollar?
I mean, they were cool. I like everything that you guys said about them being evil for being evil. Like, they're good at it. It's fun for them. I wonder if they're actually like half siblings. Like, I actually believe they are. I feel like they are that weird, probably.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
I think he said he's his father's daughter, right?
My father's daughter.
Unless he's being
Those were his words. Yeah.
So that's like step territory. So, you know,
Well,
live
it's
your
worse than
dreams.
step territory because step siblings aren't actually blood related at all. Half sister, that's definitely
Ooh. That's worse.
much worse. Yeah.
Yeah, they were cool. My favorite characters, though, I think were Sarah and the officer.
Officer Albright.
And I loved his interactions with Eric Draven, like how he got spooked all the time. And
Freeze! Don't ever do that, man.
they had this like fun little cute relationship. And Sarah, too, like I like that Eric and Shelley took care of her. And I don't know, it's just a really sad situation. So I really like Sarah's character. And they're the two that really shine for me.
It's funny because like this movie, even though it is kind of centered around Eric Draven and his revenge story, does have like really good side characters, like you said.
Yeah. First time I saw this movie, Sarah was like the definition of cool.
Yeah.
Like, she was super cool. You know,
Mm-hmm.
running around calling people butt face,
You need to slow down, dickhead.
Yeah.
skateboarding
Still cool.
around the city. Yeah.
Getting dinner from cops.
You hungry?
You buying?
I'm buying.
No onions, though, okay?
No onions?
They make you fart big time.
Onions make you fart.
Dude. That hot dog, every time I watch that scene, I want a hot dog really bad.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I
do you
understand
guys
that.
feel that way? The way they
Especially
load it up
when-
with like onions?
Especially when Officer Albright's like, no, he's like, let me see that.
Let me do
see
it. Let me do it.
Because the guy's like cheap.
What I feel bad though is like Sarah's mom is just not good.
Some food, huh? Somebody already bought me dinner. The police.
That's another tough thing to watch too, is like how
Yeah.
these people are affected in other ways.
It's a little bit realistic too, though, because her mom Darla does decide to turn around after Eric scares her. So she's trying her best and still like she's so like out of touch with her
Yeah.
daughter.
Like I'm up or over. I can't remember. What are you doing? I don't even like eggs.
And then you see they kind of like butt heads, and then you see Darla get upset, and then Sarah's like, no, it's fine. And you can see like there's hope for them having a good relationship perhaps down the line.
Although that's a little unrealistic the way that went down. Darla, you got to work a little harder. You know what I mean? You've been fucking up for a long time. This little breakfast thing, you got to work a little harder.
It's cute.
But I'm not complaining about it. You know,
I get it. She's a shit mom.
Yeah.
She says she's a shit mom too.
Yeah. I was never good at this mommy shit.
I never was too good at this mommy shit. Over easy.
I'll tell you what though, going from like getting fucked up with your like boyfriend, fun boy there, to some dude in this goth getup and basically, you know, kills fun boy in front of you and takes heroin out of your fucking arm and stuff.
Morphine is bad for you.
Like that stuff
so cool.
It might make you change real quick.
Fun Boy's death was like particularly cruel too. Like forcing him to overdose. It's like, oof.
I hated him too, so I was glad to see it.
I'm not complaining about that.
Oof.
I mean, Shelley's death was much more cruel than that. I'm just saying that's rough. That's a rough one.
I love like when Fun Boy shoots him and then he's like, woo, and they're watching like the hole close in his hand.
Yeah.
Eric forces him to shoot himself in the leg, right?
Oh yeah, and he's like dancing around like, oh god, my leg.
And then he passes out. And then Eric drags him to the bathtub to wake him up because he's like, no, I want you to fucking be awake. Right. That's what that guy deserved, you know? He's that
for
dude
sure.
sucked. I hated Fun Boy.
He was a bad guy, yeah.
I almost felt bad. For
Skank?
I was gonna say Skank.
Okay.
Because
I knew that was coming for some reason. I needed to predict who you were gonna talk about because like I kind of get it. But go on, sorry.
No, he just seems, I don't know how to say this PC, like not on the level mentally.
The dude's dumb. he was easily led because he's really, really dumb.
Yeah.
I get feeling bad for him a little bit. He still did what he did, so.
One of the most underrated scenes is when Skank gets hit by the car.
What the fuck's the matter with you? Stupid ass hair? You hit my car!
And the guy gets out of the car and goes, you hit my car! Like, what?
I forgot about that.
Oh, man. Skank's great. I like Skank, to be honest.
You do?
Well, I mean, as evil as he is also hilarious. Like when Eric Draven picks him up, he's like, Skank.
What up, Skank? There's Skank right there. Skank's dead.
That's right.
Skank's dead.
That's right.
That's right. That whole interaction was hilarious. Like I'm laughing at him saying that Skank's dead, and then I'm laughing at the response.
The other funny scene is when he's recanting his experience to Top Dollar.
He was all painted up white like some kind of dead whore. I seen him. T-Bird, he sent me in for some road beers, right? And he took him away, but I chased him down.
We ought to just videotape this, play it back in slow motion.
He goes, why don't we just videotape this?
Because he's just going mile a minute. And then this happened, and then this happened, and then that. I feel like a little fucking worm on a big fucking hook.
That scene where they're in that the big table right there, that room. If you look online, I mean, not to say anything, but The Dark Knight kind of recreates this scene.
Oh, yeah.
Very similarly. I just love how Eric Draven walks into that meeting hall there with all these bad guys.
Right.
And it's basically like, fuck you all. That was badass. And then gets shot up. Like, I mean, there's so much shooting in this scene.
It's like 12 guys all with automatic weapons aiming them at Eric Draven.
And
it's a great scene. It's badass as hell.
Yeah, you want badass? This is badass. Yeah. I gotta agree with Gill, though. First off, where he kills T-Bird and he lights his logo up. I mean, This is my favorite shot of the whole movie, and I think one of the best shots in movies. I think it's awesome.
One of my favorite shots is Eric Draven standing by the window, like that loft window, the circular window. I feel like is really iconic, just like the architecture of it really worked with everything.
It's cool that you brought that up. This was one of the scenes that they used brand new technology for that had never been done before in a movie. The facial recreation.
Right. Yeah.
Because
it's like a CGI face, basically.
Yeah. It is Brandon Lee's stunt double, Chad Stahelski, that is in that scene. And what they used footage that they had shot but didn't use from the movie of Brandon Lee's face, and they put it on top of him. What's cool about Chad Stahelski is he went on to direct John Wick. He's a pretty big director now, but he will always have these scenes because he came in for Brandon Lee. He trained with him. They're really good friends, and it's really cool like that he got to portray these scenes for Brandon. The one I always feel bad about that Brandon didn't get to do himself was the makeup scene.
Really?
That one, that one always sticks out to me as like a sore subject. Like when I don't know, I always feel bad when I start seeing him put on the makeup because I'm like,
Brandon Lee
wanted
didn't get
that for
to
Brandon.
do that. Yeah.
It's a transformation. It's a big thing.
Yeah, exactly.
They came up with a cool shot of how they showed it with the mirror and it like being cracked, and you can kind of see the paint going on little by little. I can't argue with it.
The fact that it's not him in that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known.
I didn't know either.
That's the big one that bothers me, because the window scene doesn't bother me because I love how it looks, it's
beautifully shot. It's a great shot.
Right. And like you said, that window is iconic, just the way it looks, the Gothic architecture. The ending for me gets a little bogged down, and this is one of my biggest problems with the movie. He kills Skank. It's like, okay, I guess I'm gonna go back to being dead now. I've done my work. And then just kind of out of the blue, Sarah's kidnapped and there's this big fight scene at the end. I think I felt like, even though Top Dollar was cool and everything, he felt disconnected from
the actual gang members.
Yeah.
But he was supposed to, because he's like the big boss,
I don't know what the disconnect is at the ending for me, but it just feels...
Is it too much all at once for you? Like, you feel like it's a rushed kind of climax and then it just ends, or...
It feels like there's really nothing to get us to that big scene at the end. It just feels kind of like stumbling into the big scene, because like you have Brandon you have Eric Draven who's just on his grave, and just by happenstance, they like pick Sarah out of the graveyard and kidnap her as a trap.
I mean, I kind of felt like they knew that he was going to go back to his grave, and that, I don't know. I mean, did they know who Sarah was now that I think about it? It's fine. I don't know. Let's get to the ending, I mean, I get what you're saying. I just never really thought about it too deeply.
This is the part of the movie that just feels a little disjointed to me. And then, when we get in the church, we have that awesome, amazing shot. He swings the doors open. And like we said before, they figure out that, hey, he killed a bird, he can die like a normal person. We get the big climax at the end. On the roof, Ernie Hudson shows up. He's guns blazing out of nowhere. I do love it, but it just felt, I don't know, it felt a lot going on. I did like when they got to the roof and it was Top Dollar and Eric Draven, mano a mano. But what do you guys think of the ending, Nathan? What's your thoughts?
I do like the ending. The part of the ending that's always kind of bothered me a little bit is the part where he takes Top Dollar by the head and like gives him all the pain.
I have something to give you. 30 hours of pain.
I feel like the movie should have established that he is able to give memories and give feelings as well as take them in before doing that, because it's just sort of out of nowhere. All of a sudden we're doing this and it's like, okay, I didn't know you could do that this whole time. We're just giving him a power at the very last minute. I get past it pretty quickly. every time I watch it. Like, I know it's coming, so it doesn't bother me that much, but it's always just been a little nitpick I've had. But I love throwing him off the building and then Top Dollar landing on that gargoyle with the horns coming up through his mouth and everything, and then the blood flowing out of that is a great
beautiful
shot. The blood flowing out of that gargoyle's mouth.
Badass.
It's super badass, yeah.
That's a perfect shot right there. Jill, what's your thoughts on the ending? Did it satisfy?
Yeah, I like the ending. I would have been okay with him just like going back to his grave when, you know, he was putting the flowers there. But I understand there needed to be more of a climax and like resolution there. That's my favorite death, honestly, is Top Dollar's death. I love that he gets impaled by this gargoyle pretty brutally, and then the blood is just like gushing out of the gargoyle. I think he deserved it. And it was cool.
Yeah.
I also like how Micah gets her eyes bitten out.
Oh,
by
yeah. Scratched
appropriate.
Out. Yeah. Very appropriate.
Very ironic. You know what we didn't mention? The Candyman's in this. Tony Todd.
Oh, Tony Todd, yeah.
Tony Todd's in it.
It's kind of crazy.
He's great, too.
Yeah. He's like kind of the main guy beneath Top Dollar, right?
Yeah, I'd say he's like the right-hand man, the number one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's always cool seeing him on screen. I would have thought he would have had more of a bigger part, but, you know, it worked for this. It was a kind of ensemble of villains.
Yeah.
He's a delegator. He works in the shadows. He just gets things done behind the scenes, delegates tasks to underlings and stuff like that. So he's very important, but it doesn't allow for a very big part in the movie.
That's a good point. Is there anything else that you want to go over on?
We didn't really talk much about T-Bird's actual death. We didn't even quote, you know, there ain't no coming back, man.
There ain't no coming back. This is the really real world. There ain't no coming back. We killed your dad. There ain't no coming back.
There ain't no coming back.
You know why? Because
this is the really real world.
Because that's a lot of my like quarter
kill.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Should we just do that?
No, because like, yeah, I mean, you're right. Like,
yeah, like that scene's great. And it's also Jerry Horn.
It's a baguette with brie and butter.
Playing, you know, T-Bird.
Yeah.
Twin Peaks. Or, well, I mean, the actor's, I don't remember the actor's name, but the character's name in Twin Peaks is Jerry Horn.
David Patrick Kelly.
Just a little Twin Peaks connection there.
He is really good. It's funny because like when he's about to die, you can see all like a million different things emotion wise going through his mind and like the way he's talking and everything. Like I thought it was done to perfection.
He's really good.
I almost wish we got more T-Bird.
I could have done with more. He's a great character. He's very intimidating and very scary.
I liked him too in that bar scene where they're all fucking about to go after each other. He's like, who wants to bet that this gun isn't loaded?
Which of you Motor City motherfuckers wants to bet me this one isn't? Hey! Fire it up! Fire it up!
And then they all just stop and go, fire it up.
It's time for quote or kill. We're going to give you our favorite quote of the movie or our favorite kill in the movie or both. Yeah, this is all my T-Bird stuff because I got T-Bird for my favorite kill.
I also have T-Bird as my favorite kill, by the way.
Awesome.
Just to piggyback off you on that one.
T-Bird trying to reason with Eric Draven.
What do you want, man? Money? Drugs? I got it.
You want money? Is it business? Is it personal? We can work this out. Eric Draven's not talking the whole time, which I think is awesome.
What is it? What? Speak to me. Speak.
I love how, and Nathan, we've talked about this before, how he tapes him up to the seat. He can't move at all, pretty much.
No. And he's just talking the whole time he's getting taped up, too. And it's just like...
Yapper.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
he's trying so hard to survive this, and it's just nothing he does is going to work.
And this gets me into my line because, and I'll kind of combine them here, is the realization when he knows who Eric Draven is, finally.
I knew you. I knew you. But you ain't you.
Yeah. He goes, there ain't no coming back. This is the really real world. There ain't no coming back.
There ain't no coming back. There ain't no coming back.
Then he gets the, what was that, a grenade?
It's an explosive of some kind. I don't know.
Right on his dick.
Yeah.
He's sent off. But he has that little prayer, too, he does. Like, I don't know what it was.
Oh, it's like a prayer to the devil or something.
Yeah.
A bastard devil stood and felt how awful goodness is.
He says it during the scene where they kill Shelly and Eric as well. So
yes, I just love too how the car explodes before it goes in the water, so like he felt all of that.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, there's a million lines in this. Victims, aren't we all? Can't rain all the time. I mean, I felt like what this is like, it's almost like Diablo Cody's writing in a way where she's created her own world of very quotable lines and things like that, because just the way they talk in this movie, there's so many quotable lines. That's it for me. How about you, Jill?
Already said my favorite kill, which was Top Dollar. I have 3 quotes that I liked, though. Obviously, it can't rain all the time.
I wish the rain would stop just once.
Can't rain all the time.
I thought it was so inspirational when I was like 13.
Yeah.
We all did.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of us still do. Not very well, but some of us.
Some of us.
I don't know. It's not that inspirational, but I love it being what it is and not apologizing for itself. I think that's great.
It's like I'm but, and you can take it or leave it.
Right.
People who know.
Yeah, exactly.
I think my favorite quote, though, is
buildings burn, people die, but real love is forever.
Real love is forever. I think it perfectly captures like the whole theme of the movie. Oh, and my shirt has my line. It can't rain all the time.
Yeah.
Now we just need Nathan to have like Bear Claw say something on his shirt.
I love the crow.
Like that. And one more line. Today when I was watching it, this made me cry today when I was watching it. When Eric goes,
little things used to mean so much to Shelly. I used to think they were kind of trivial. Believe me, nothing is trivial.
Believe me, nothing is trivial. I was just like, man, that is so true.
That one's legitimately
deep.
Yeah.
Did you say your favorite quote, Nathan?
No, not yet.
No, you go ahead.
Favorite kill, we've already gone over it. It's the same as Kevin's T-Bird. My favorite line is he's talking to Officer Albrecht, and he's talking about the gang, and he says,
they're all dead. They just don't know it yet.
They just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
Which I think is the most badass thing he says in the movie. I think the badassness of this movie is it's the most important part of it.
You're still wearing your hat.
You still have your hat on.
Oh,
all right. You know what? I just picked up on this watch. When he's in Ernie Hudson's apartment, Officer Albrecht's like,
are you some kind of ghost?
And I was thinking that was a little poke at the Ghostbusters with Ernie Hudson.
Oh.
Maybe I'm reading
into
it.
Oh.
Maybe.
I thought he was going to say something derogatory. But we can just skim over that.
It's time for our letterbox rating. We're going to rate this movie from 1 to 5 stars. 5 is the 1994 Crow. 1 is the 2024 Crow. Nathan, start us off on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to give this movie 4 stars. I love this movie quite a bit. It doesn't have quite the same impact on me now as it did when I was a teenager. There's little things I pick apart here and there, but it's still just so much fun. Yeah, 4 stars.
Yeah, so the last time I watched this and the last time that I logged this on Letterboxd, I think it was like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. I'm not sure. But I gave it 4 stars. But after this rewatch, I'm going to change that to fuck it. I'm going to give it 5 stars because it has stood the test of time for me. I don't think it needed a reboot at all. It still looks great. It sounds great. The story is perfect. Brandon Lee is an icon. We really lost him too soon. He's just amazing at what he does. And I think Eric Draven is so dreamy. Like I've always had a big crush on him, but he is just like, he is what women want. Okay. He's hot. He's wearing makeup. He's a musician, and he has this like tender, loving side to him. He's kind of goofy with Shelley, but also he'll like burn down the world for her. So that's all girls want. So
Simple.
He's perfect. Yep.
Easy, really.
And I love the love story of it too. Like,
yeah,
it really is a love story to its core, and that has just like with time, I think I've realized that this is a 5-star movie for me. What about you, Kevin?
Like I said before, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's definitely 5 stars for me. Something I've always thought about with this movie, right? Would this movie still be iconic and talked about the way it is if everything didn't happen with Brandon on this movie like it did?
I think so.
Yeah, I agree. Like, for me, I think it would have, because regardless, his performance is iconic. This movie, like you said, is a love story, but it's so much more. And we talked about like how it combines different movies and the imagery and the music. And I think everything that comes together for this movie is like perfect. And it's hard to duplicate what this movie is, because it is a very fantasy driven movie. And like Nathan said, it doesn't apologize for it. It's like, this is what we are. This is what this movie is. But I think it's a real love story of everything that came together to make this movie. It might be one of the most cursed movies of all time, but I think, you know, what it turned out to be was kind of something unique and something iconic that I think will stand the test of time forever, because it is that good. This is one that, man, I could watch over and over and over again. And like, I don't know, it just goes by so quick every time I watch it.
Yeah.
Too quick.
Bear Claw's going to hate this.
No, wait.
I love The Crow.
Does he actually say that?
No, I spliced he actually said, I love this movie about Mandy. And then later in the episode, he said The Crow.
Nathan.
What?
Diabolical. I'm glad you did that though, instead of like using AI. So good job.
Unlike Bear Claw, I am super happy that I was able to grow up with this movie. It was like a perfect time to watch it as a kid, and now appreciating it that much more as an adult. So before we end the episode, we want to let you all know what we've been up to. I just finished the Ed Gein show by Ryan Murphy, the Monster series there on Netflix. It was relatively pretty good. I give it 4 stars on Letterboxd. I'm not a huge fan of like serial killer stuff, but this was very exaggerated. Obviously, it's kind of like meant to be a little bit more of a dramatization of everything. I like Charlie Hunnam. He is one of my favorite actors. I loved him in Sons of Anarchy, and seeing him as Ed Gein was a trip. He brought it. I don't know. It was a it was a different role.
Sinful cold cuts. Jezebel. This has spawned so many memes. Like every time I go on TikTok, it's just like people like impersonating him, and they have like their dog in like a mask, like a leather mask or something.
So that's why I'm not getting it. It's on TikTok. It's TikTok stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, sinful cold cuts. What are you fucking talking about?
just give it like a month, and then you'll start seeing it on Instagram probably.
I barely am on Instagram either. When's it gonna hit YouTube?
Yeah, there's a lot of memorable scenes, a lot of definitely TikTokable scenes, I guess, as they say.
Yeah. I'm only on I just finished episode 2.
My favorite parts of the show are actually how they tie it to the movies that Ed Gein spawned with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, Silence of the Lambs. Yeah.
I kind of hate that, actually.
You do? See, I
because
really like
they're
it.
making Alfred Hitchcock look like a creep. And I'm like, this is so disrespectful. Like what they're doing, though, is like not... Like a lot of it is exaggerated or not based in truth.
Alfred Hitchcock was a creep, though.
But like to the extent
he was a bad guy. I love his movies, but he was a bad guy. There's a scene in The Birds where this chick is getting bit by the birds. The way he did that was by tying birds to her and then making them angry and then throwing them at her.
Okay, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Kevin, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know some of the scenes you're talking about directly.
Okay.
I don't think in like that sense, like I like that stuff, but I really liked how I think they portrayed the tie-ins and not just the Psycho thing, but I do like talking about the effects Psycho had, especially on horror, and because I don't think that gets talked about enough at all. So I do like that they brought that up in this, but I really love the Texas Chainsaw stuff because this looked like right out of that movie, like the recreation, and that gets me excited because, you know, a lot of these big IPs like Halloween and Texas Chainsaw, Jason, like I would be down to see these kind of not recreations but time capsule, like put it set in these times, because you've showed us in this show you can do it really well. So obviously I don't want a recreation, but do something that's set in that time. So that's what I enjoyed on those. The last thing I watched was a movie called The Houses That October Built.
I've never heard of this one.
It's kind of a found footage movie, which I'm not usually a huge fan of. It's basically about these group of friends that go in an RV and try to go to like all these scary haunted houses, and they want to go to the super scary one that, you know, could be real, is supposed to be the best. Throughout their journey, creepy stuff happens to them, and at the end, they get to the spooky haunted house, and it kind of leaves viewers with a question of what's real and what isn't. For me, it didn't really work well. I gave it 1.5 stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was disappointing because I see what they were trying to do, but I don't think they executed it. The found footage stuff after like an hour and a half just gets like, my eyes, they're hurting.
Yeah, found footage, it's so hard to do right because it's a really rough limitation if you want to work within it. And if you cheat, I get mad at you. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So I think a lot of movies that are found footage probably would have been better had they not gone with it being found footage. But then again, it's also an excuse to make your movie look really cheap and use bad camera equipment that you happen to have. So whatever.
Yeah. And I think that goes to this movie too, because I don't think they had a big budget or anything like that. They did use a lot of real like haunted house footage and stuff like that to make their movie. So, I mean, I get it. You're trying to make a movie, but it just, for me, wasn't my favorite. I probably don't recommend it. Jill, how about you?
Speaking of found footage, I think you talked about VHS Halloween on the last episode. So I finally sat down and like watched it. Rowan and I recorded a Now Slaying episode on VHS Halloween, and we like ranked our favorite segments and everything. So that was really fun. So if you want to hear more about that, you can go listen to that episode. We also did Strangers Chapter 2, which was fucking terrible. Don't go watch
I've been hearing this.
The first one was bad too. I watched that recently. There was a CGI boar. I don't know if that's like a spoiler or not, but there is no need.
I don't know anything about a boar in this movie, so it's definitely not a spoiler.
It's a surprise. I'll say that. It's like they tried to be the Revenant in the middle of the movie.
Oh, right. Recreate the bear scene there.
Exactly, with a boar. And then also for It's Lay's podcast, we just recorded our annual Halloween episode. We covered Halloween H2O, had a nice discussion about that. If you want to hear about it, you can go listen to that episode. And last night, actually, I was watching YouTube. I think it's a channel called Horrors Haunted Hallowed Grounds or something like that.
With Sean Clark.
Something along those lines. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Sean Clark's big with that stuff. Yep.
Yes. So I watched the episode on Halloween H2O. It's also where they filmed the last part of, I think, Scream 3.
Scream 3, yep.
And that was really cool, actually, to watch like the exact same places they filmed in.
You know what, Jill?
Yeah,
Not to cut you off. No, I've watched this same one from Sean Clark, and he actually had Chris Duran with him too, who plays Michael Myers in
Michael
Halloween
Myers,
H2.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
cool
really
to get
cool.
his perspective on things, and
He remembers everything.
he does. And he goes into like the mask debacle, which is one of my sticking points for H2O. So
I was actually going to bring this up earlier during the episode, but you mentioned like the kind of CGI, like digital face thing with Eric Draven. Do you think that's like the same technology they use for the masks in Halloween H2O, possibly? In
Probably,
but 98?
The thing about that, though, is in the Eric Draven scene, it's all so in shadow, and it's I don't know. It's like how Spielberg hid how primitive CGI was during Jurassic Park by filming it correctly, whereas in H2O, it's just like bright and in your face, and you're like, CGI mask.
yeah, it's terrible. And like you said, though, it's in 98. Even though like Eric Draven's face is in shadow, still it looks 10 times better than
it's
in
pretty
94.
Bad.
You know,
rapid fire. I also went to the drive-in and watched Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. We covered that before. It was cool to see it at the drive-in.
That's awesome, yeah.
It was the last, I think, visit to the drive-in for this season for me. So I feel like that's a good one to end off of for that.
Yeah.
And lastly, I watched Candyman for the first time in my life, and I absolutely loved it.
That's so
I need to watch the new one soon.
I like the new one better.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's a very controversial opinion.
Is it?
As far as I know it's not controversial with Kevin because he agrees with me. But online, I noticed that I am very much in the minority on that one.
Caught some heat?
No, I just read things on Reddit. I didn't respond to them. But if I had said that, I would have caught some heat, I think.
Some massive heat. What about you?
Oh,
what have you been up to? Yeah, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
What you doing? Yeah.
What have I been up to?
Besides saying Candyman in the mirror.
Words. What did I do?
Oh, don't do that.
I would say Candyman in the mirror.
Jill,
No
now that you've seen Candyman for the first time, you have to say it in the mirror 5 times.
Hell no. This is something I talked about in the episode where I mentioned this. When we were kids, I remember being like grade 4 or 5 in the elementary school girls' bathroom, and girls would be in there all the time, turning off the lights and being in the mirror and saying either Candyman or Bloody Mary like 3 times. One time I was in like a stall, like peeing, pants down and everything. And these girls turned off the lights and did that and ran out. So I get up. I still have my pants down. I'm like scared as shit, dude. I'm like so fucking scared. And I run to go turn the light on and they all laugh at me.
Oh, no.
Fucking traumatized.
Oh, no.
Since you told that story, you have to watch the new one now because there's a very cathartic scene in the new one. Not any spoilers.
Oh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. To my situation or?
Yep. To your almost exact situation.
No, stop it. Gotta watch it ASAP. Sorry. Go ahead, Nathan.
I've only got one movie. It's a movie called Cure. Came out in 1997. It's a Japanese, it's filed under horror. And I would say it is a horror movie, but it's kind of also a police procedural. It's directed by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, who apparently is rather legendary in the Japanese horror sphere, I guess. And it's very much in the vein of a movie like Seven or Silence of the Lambs. This detective is investigating a series of crimes where the murderer is still at the scene, and they've committed the murder, but they don't remember doing it, or they don't remember why they did it. I don't want to spoil how that turns out, but there is a very, very effective and scary big bad guy responsible for all of this. It's great. I highly recommend it. I gave it 4.5 stars on my Letterboxd.
Whoa.
It's I saw it on the Criterion channel. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere else. Not everything that's on the Criterion channel is exclusive to it, but I highly recommend it. If you have any love for movies like Seven or Silence of the Lambs, that kind of horror, but also police procedural investigative movie, it's a really good one. So
that's awesome.
And
Nathan, you gotta watch Long Legs, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's in the same vein as those movies too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you would.
But it's
like
got
it
a
lot.
supernatural twist though, whereas neither Seven nor Silence of the Lambs do, right?
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it's an odd one. It's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's got Nick Cage.
Yeah, I know it's got
That's
Nick
the
Cage.
weirdness.
I should have watched it already just because of that.
He based the long legs
Say no more.
like character on his mom or something. Did you read that?
That's what he said. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like something Nick Cage would do for sure.
Well, if you're interested in seeing what we rate any movie, we have our letterbox links down below in the description. Also, we have Jill's Goodread links down in the description as well, so see what she's reading. We'll be back soon with another episode, and we're going to be doing Nathan's pick, The Happening, our first M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yep.
Not The Blackening, right?
Is
I
that
just
a
watched
movie?
that one. Yeah, I just watched that.
I've never heard of that.
I'll tell you about it in a second. Go ahead.
We hope you all had a happy Halloween. It can't rain all the time. Back to the pattern room with you. What the fuck? My brain is fucked up.